City life is different though, man. We just had Natalie Cuomo on. She's a city kid. We used to do the podcast with Asa Akira. She grew up in the city the whole time, and like, you guys are fucking weird. It's just not normal to be.
I mean, that's one thing I say is like, you know, people always think you grow up fast as a city kid. It's like, in some ways, I mean, like I can't drive a car.
Right. You either don't grow up at all, or you.
Yeah.
But you can't drive a car. But you were.
But I kissed a boy when I was 7, so you know.
On the subway, like commuting to school. I mean, when I see kids like commuting, you shouldn't have to. You should go to school. You shouldn't commute to school. You know?
Isn't that weird?
Like you're getting on I gotta get on the local train to get off and like get to my school.
We did a school bus when I was a kid, and I remember I shit my pants when I was in first grade on the bus, or second grade maybe, and I remember, this kid, like, he was like, I don't believe
full
you.
Full shit or just like a shark?
Oh, it was out there. It was full on. It was like some kid had like a nanny who had to clean me in the shower. I felt horrible. I was on my way to a play date at his house.
How old are you?
Second grade, maybe. Maybe first. First grade,
probably.
Yeah,
you're like 6, 7.
Yeah, and I was just like, I just couldn't hold it. It was midtown traffic. I couldn't do anything. And
see, that's what I mean. You shouldn't have to deal with midtown traffic as a fucking 6-year-old. That ain't right, man.
Yeah. No, I remember a kid. No one believed me, and then one kid like touched my butt. He's like, "Nah, it's true."
Oh man,
it was brutal.
I can feel the poop, bro.
It was rough.
I mean, you shouldn't be like, you know, the president's in town. They got the traffic at the UN, so I can't get to Mikey's fucking house. I shit my pants. You're a 6-year-old, man.
Yeah.
That ain't right.
Yeah.
But I also imagine it's a source of, you know, pretty unique.
I mean, a lot of great stuff came from it, but also, I mean, you have those weird stories. I really feel incompetent. Like I go on the road and
Can you legit not drive, or you just
I have a
license?
license, but I bullshit my way into the license. And like I literally failed twice the test, and then the third time I walked in the car and I was like, please don't fail me. I already failed twice. And she laughed, and I was like, I'm in. I think I'm in. I knocked over cones and shit. She was like, you're fine.
Whatever.
You got it.
Could you like...
She thought it was funny that I was a failure.
Could that's
probably not a great driving instructor, but you know.
This is great. This guy can't operate this 10,000-pound piece of machinery. It's awesome. Like if I threw you the keys and I said, you know, parallel park this car and like within a reasonable amount of time, you know, 1 or 2 shots for like 10 grand, could you do it?
It'd be rough.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I try.
Yeah.
I wouldn't bet 10 grand
no,
on it.
Yeah,
I try
I'll
to get
do
them.
it. I'll give it a shot, but I'm not putting on my 10.
I've done road gigs with comics early on when we're like, we'll split the driving. I'm like, I just needed the work. But I was like, we'll split the driving. Then I start driving. They're like, you're not driving. They're like, this ain't good. So
what do you think, what's another thing besides driving that you think is like, because you grew up in New York, you're just incompetent with?
Oh, jeez.
Because like, did you guys like ride bikes as a kid?
I can't really ride a bike either.
Where would you ride a bike?
It's funny. My dad was giving me shit for this the other day, where he was like, you can't ride a bike. I'm like, you're my dad. You should have taught me this.
Yeah, this is on you, bro.
You know, he was mocking me for it. So riding bikes. You know what a big one is just tempo. I think tempo for me is big because. I was in Nashville over the weekend, and they're just taking forever. I didn't
even grow up in the city. I'm a New York guy,
we're
though.
The hot chicken joint. Well, we're at the hot chicken joint, and people are in front of us just taking their time. I'm like,
it's the chicken joint.
We've been in line for an hour, and you don't know where you're gonna get.
Nuts,
so that drives me crazy.
I hate New York, and part of me wants to get out of it. But anytime I go visit somewhere, and the waiter takes forever to just bring the menus, you know what I mean? Like when you sit at the table for 10 minutes, just
it's a pace
doing nothing. It's like, give me the menu right away.
We're in a rush,
give me
and
the waters right away, the bread right away. It's going.
But the rush doesn't make full sense.
No, of course not.
I didn't know where to be.
But
it's just the pace. That honestly is one of the reasons I'm so mad that the yellow cabs are not as much of a thing. Because the yellow cabs,
I think they're making a comeback, by the way. I think people are getting fed up with Uber.
I hope so, because the yellow cabs really, it's part of the city pace. Like. You go out, you put your hand up, you get in a car.
It's there.
Uber, you're like, I gotta call and wait. It's not
Meet
New
me
York.
Here, I'll walk
what is this,
to that
fucking
spot.
Connecticut?
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
This is New York. Is you go out, you put your hand up, and you get in a cab. It's part of the pace.
Yes.
That's not New York. That's
not
Germany.
At all. No.
In the 40s, that's it's no.
But and it was just like but there was also a little roll of the dice where it's like. Usually you can get a cab right away, but sometimes you can't.
Now it's
like,
hard.
oh, fuck. Yeah, now it's a different story. Did you see those people waiting through the fucking subway flood a couple weeks ago?
Yes.
What the fuck, man? You could not pay me enough to get in
Wherever you're going is not that important.
That's what I said. Like, And I understand you might not be able to afford an Uber or a cab. God bless you.
Yeah.
And maybe you need this job, and if you get fired, it's a problem. But like, I don't know. I would be like, then fire me. Fire
But
me.
also,
from,
like, you
from
could
my-
die.
Yes. There's got to be a live wire down there or something where the whole fucking thing's electrified. There's going to be rats and poop and shit and bums, and you're going to get trapped and drown like
The rats in this city, dude.